All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of the Crazy Shooters podcast. We got the same 4 dudes as last time. Nothing has changed. To reiterate what I said on the last podcast, CrazyShooters.com is live. New apparel drop. All links to all of our socials on there. This episode, we only have a couple of topics, but I guess we'll get into the first one. The one I wanted to talk about was the plans for the upcoming NBA season. The fucking whatever they're doing. So what is it? They said it's 8 play-in games for the playoffs.
Yeah,
Am I right in saying that?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's all I'm seeing.
I gotta pull it up. I have no idea though.
So I think it's 8. I think it's 8 games, like the ending of the regular season. 13 teams from the West, 9 teams from the East, 22 total. And I think they chose them like based off of how close they were to the 8 seed. So I guess
Didn't they? No. Didn't they bring back the Pelicans just because Zion was on the team? Did you see something about that? Adam Silver was like, "I want Zion in Orlando." So
Well,
they
I
bring back the
mean,
Pelicans.
well the thing
Yeah, the
is
Pelicans are in here, yeah.
the Pelicans, I believe, I mean, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, they have a better record than the Kings, Spurs, and Suns. So,
Bet. Let me tell you.
What's the Spurs record? I don't even know their record.
not good, I can tell you that much, but they're in the 13 teams. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Since they're playing 8, they're doing whoever's within 8 games of the final seed for that conference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got
So the Grizzlies got the 8 seed right now.
I believe so. Hold on.
The Grizzlies got the 8 seed.
Yeah.
I got pulled up, bro. I got you.
Yeah, they are. They're the 8 seed.
The Pelicans
and
have
the
a better
Pelicans are
record
10.
than the Kings and the Spurs. Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, they really threw the Suns in there. Like they're really gonna do something.
Yeah,
Bro,
who wants to
unless
watch an
I doubt
NBA
it, bro.
restart with the Suns and the
Bro,
Wizards? Did you
unless
see
they,
that?
dude,
I don't
unless the
wanna watch.
Suns win 8 straight, and whoever else loses 8 straight, they're not making it. Like that.
Suns even have besides Devin? They have DeAndre Ayton. Okay,
Right.
okay, never mind. I take it back.
Look at Kelly Oubre, dude.
Oh,
All right, dude. Real quick, just because you mentioned Devin Booker, I saw something on Twitter like not even 30 minutes ago or something, saying that the Knicks could possibly be a trade location for Devin Booker.
Every time I see something with the Knicks,
oh yeah, you can never
Yeah,
believe
who
it.
the fuck are they gonna? Who the hell are they gonna trade for?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That I don't know who they even could have to
I don't
trade.
think they have any. Who the hell is their best player, dude?
RJ
Barrett, probably, yeah. But I know they're not gonna trade him.
Who would trade? How old's RJ Barrett? 19, 20? Who would trade a 19, 20-year-old RJ Barrett for a 22, 23-year-old Devin Booker, who's been in the league for what, 4 years already?
And he has a max contract too, so he's getting paid.
That dude came to the league at like 18 years old. That dude is on one.
But so 8 play-in games, and then the playoffs just go how they're supposed to. Apparently, if there's ties for after the 8 games, there's going to be play-in tournaments.
Is it like a best of 3 series?
I think it's like just one game.
One game.
It says
It's
the tournament.
9-18 one game, I think.
The tournament will be a best of 2 series, where the number 9 seed will have to win 2 head-to-head matchups to take over the number 8 spot.
Oh, that's cool.
All right then.
So how many teams are in the East? Just 9? Or
yeah, 9
just
teams.
8?
There's 9 teams in the East, so.
Dude, the East.
And there's no way the Wizards. Oh yeah.
Right.
The East has been bad, but now that LeBron is gone and Kawhi, bro, that conference is bust.
Okay, so, bro, the Suns are the 13th seed and they have 26 wins. the freaking Wizards are the 9 seed. They have 24. At the 9 seed, they have 24 wins. That is so.
It's been like that for a while.
Dog, the Bucks are definitely gonna run the East again.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
literally one or two
Like
teams
past that.
that are somewhat decent or good in the Eastern, and then straight drop off.
Well, I did see a couple of things that, for the Celtics, if Gordon Hayward said that if his son is born during that time, he's just leaving the bubble, and I believe once you leave, you're not allowed back in. So
I didn't even think you were allowed to leave.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I would think you would be allowed to leave, but it makes sense that you wouldn't be allowed to come back. So
Right.
So he would be gone. And then Victor Oladipo isn't returning, but that was just because
I saw that.
It's just like
the Pacers are sitting above the Sixers right now.
the Pacers are nasty, bro.
Sixers are overrated.
But Sabonis can't do that by himself, bro.
Well, I mean, has Oladipo played this season? Because he said that
he's still rehabbing, right?
Yeah, he said that he didn't want to come back because of like a risk of re-injuring his knee.
I thought it was his quad.
Yeah, it could be. I knew it was something with his leg.
Sabonis wasn't Sabonis an All-Star this year?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
All right, I'll take it back.
That dude was killing it.
Yeah, bro.
Miles Turner's still on that team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a hell of a front court then.
Miles Turner ain't nothing, bro.
I mean, he must be doing something for them to have the 5th seed.
Nah, it's also bonus.
Oh, okay. Bro, how did the Magic have the 8 seed, bro? How are the Magic good, bro?
It's the same way how are the Wizards the 9 seed?
Who else would be the 9 seed in the East? That's
exactly. Like there's no other teams.
Oh my god. Bro, who's last in the Eastern Conference?
The Cavs.
Atlanta? Oh yeah, the Cavs.
The Cavs makes sense.
Atlanta's probably down there.
Bro, I was gonna say Charlotte has to be.
Yeah.
Dude,
bottom of the barrel.
Terry. The 3-3-0 repping in the league.
He's repping, but he did not deserve that contract, bro.
Hey, bro, pay the man. He's from the 3-3-0. Pay him. I'm all for it.
I mean, it doesn't help that he's like, they basically brought him in to fill the shoes of Kemba, and that is some big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so bad for Kemba, bro. When he was on that team.
Oh, dude, yeah. He's too good of a talent.
He just did everything, and he got nobody.
Well, yeah, it's like they didn't even make moves half the time to get anybody.
Right, and
it's
he
like the same roster every year.
He probably felt bad because he's playing for Michael Jordan, and this dude Michael Jordan didn't do a single thing to help him out. He's like, oh, let's take Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with the 2nd or 3rd pick, whatever. What is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist gonna do? He can't shoot a 14-footer, let alone a 3.
A 14-footer.
Dude, he can't, bro.
Dude's literally shooting like this, dude. Like, what are you doing?
That dude's
worst
annoying.
Jump shot in the league right now.
That dude, he was
the shoulder.
In the first 2K though, he was annoying on defense. I'm not even gonna lie. That dude was pissing me off.
And it's the Nets, dude. The Nets were in such a good position if Kyrie didn't get injured, and then obviously KD's out. But
on paper, everybody healthy. That team is amazing right now. Kyrie being the activist he's being. No, can't. They can't succeed with nobody playing.
Yeah, and then I don't think they're gonna be, at least in terms of their roster, they're not gonna be anywhere near as good next year because a lot of those players are on smaller deals, but they've been playing bigger than what their contracts are, so they're gonna get paid by other teams.
Is Joe Harris still on that team?
I think Joe Harris is on his last year, so I think he's a free agent.
I think one of the only underrated players they let go was Spencer Dinwiddie.
They let go.
I think he said something on Twitter that
like he's oh, I did see that. He's like done after this year.
I'll look it up real quick.
I did see that. You're right.
Man, if they were losing Dinwiddie too, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, didn't
I
they
mean,
have?
That's actually a big loss.
They got Karis LeVert though. Karis is
That's the
a
thing.
dog.
Karis LeVert, Dinwiddie, and Kyrie. There's no room for all of them on that same team.
Well, Karis LeVert is like a forward. Like, he can play the three.
No.
That dude's big, bro.
Is
That
he
dude's
tall?
like 6'8", dog.
What?
No bullshit. Hold up. I'll
That's
make sure
definitely
real quick.
No.
He is 6'6". That's still a good size to play a three.
Yeah, but you're telling me he's built like LeBron.
They said it was like
I never
wants
said he was
a
built like LeBron. I just said he was
LeBron's
6'8".
6'8". Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
They-
LeBron's 6'8", 280, bro. That
Dude,
dude's
you
the
guys-
Hulk.
alright, I know we're getting a little off track, but you guys remember seeing stuff like when LeBron was on the Heat, he was 6'8", 290. He was almost 300 pounds. What? There's no way. This dude was sprinting up and down the court and catching lobs, literally baptizing Jason Terry at the guard. There's no way this dude's 290.
I think since like right when he got to Miami, his listed weight has been like 265, 270.
He's definitely been listed a lot lighter than he actually is.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta plug in my.
The thing about Dinwiddie, they said he launched like a digital token, and I guess that's against like NBA rules.
What is a digital token, bro?
I think it's like Bitcoin or something.
Yeah, he basically was having people donate.
It's a blockchain-based investment platform.
He basically had people donate, and if they like reached the amount of money his contract was worth, he would go wherever they chose. Which is like ridiculous to think about. I mean, to be honest, like,
so he's asking people to donate several $1 million to this
Here,
dude.
I'll
yeah,
look at it real quick.
That's already
To
yeah,
collect
that's
up,
already making several $1 million to begin with.
13.5 million.
Oh my god, he wants people to donate that to him. What?
That's ridiculous, dude.
but
It's like against, like, NBA
he's
rules, I
a
think.
little too talented to
Do
stay on
something
a
like
team
that.
where he's just, not even considered the best point guard on the
Washington.
team. He could definitely go somewhere and do something, but I mean, if he wants to, have the best chance to win a championship, obviously stay with the Nets. But
Right.
I still just there were a lot of players that were on their last year of their contract with that team, so I don't know what they're gonna be doing next year.
I'm curious to see how the whole restart works out though, because right now it's July 4th. Happy 4th, fellas. And
Yeah,
when's the restart? The end of July, the 31st, right?
The
Yeah,
30th, I think.
it's- yeah.
Bro, Corona keeps up, especially in Florida. All these players testing positive. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think it'll still go on. Because the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure every single positive test in like every major sports league so far, they've been asymptomatic.
Oh, okay.
So like, all the people in the bubble that they've got, if they have a positive test, they're not, showing any symptoms. But also, like, if one of them does, that could straight up, it really could end their career if it's severe, because that it can give them like respiratory issues for the rest of their lives. And
Right.
playing such an active sport like that can mess up a career. So I would see that's like the only risk they've got going for them. But as long as no one has it going into it, like, since they're doing like I think they're weekly tests or every 2 weeks. As long as there's nothing when they start, they should be fine, I guess.
Some of those players are often wear that ring too, right?
Yeah, I saw. I
Where it
think
tracks
Serge
your
Ibaka
symptoms
was
before.
showing his today.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even know I didn't know what it was at first. I was so confused. I had to watch the video like 3 times before and to figure out what it
Bro,
did and
I
stuff.
have no idea how the fuck that thing works, but apparently it has like a 90% success rate, and it shows it can let you know 3 days in advance before like any symptoms show up.
The one thing I'm
That's
curious
crazy.
about is just how's it gonna be? Like the finals are ending in what, October? Around
Yeah,
there,
October
September.
13th.
So what's gonna happen the next season? Are they just gonna keep going
They're
on this wacky
they're
schedule?
It's like a
starting they're
very,
starting
very
in
brief break.
December. They're starting in December, which is
Oh.
ridiculous to me.
They're
So
gonna
if
get
everything's back to
insane.
normal, go ahead, Shave.
literally if the teams that makes the finals, like they're gonna be so dead probably by the time they get back to training camp in like probably November, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Well, if everything's back to normal, next year's going to have to be a shortened season, right?
well, yeah, but I think
Yeah.
it'll start in December and end when it would normally end.
So
That's what I'm
they'll
saying.
probably
So
lose
there's
like
not going
10
to be
games.
82 games.
Yeah,
They'll probably
no.
like lose 10, 15 games probably.
Yeah, because All-Star break's going to have to be moved because that's in February, and they're not even going to be a quarter way through the season,
Right.
let alone half.
It might be like the one lockout season that was 2012. It was like 54 games, something like that.
But was it the CBA?
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, I remember that they'd all go play football. That was cool. That was a cool
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, so it says the 2021 regular season will likely begin on December 1st. That's insane.
That's wild. Imagine the team losing in the finals and getting not even 2 months to recuperate and have to go through another gauntlet
See,
of a season.
some people were saying that it's gonna be like one of the hardest titles to win this year because
This one.
because they're like, since they've had so much time off, they're not like, in the
in a
groove.
groove.
But to me, it's they get all that rest, and especially
I don't
being
know,
able to
though.
play some regular season games before going straight into the playoffs. Like, you can gain momentum quick.
Yeah, but basketball is like some of these guys, especially the young guys in the league, they don't have these big houses with full courts in their backyard. If you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
shooting a
Dude,
basketball
I
every
saw
day,
something.
you're gonna lose it, bro.
I saw something saying Chris Middleton hasn't touched a basketball in 4 months.
Oh my god.
Dude, I honestly
dude's
believe it. Some of
shot's
these
gonna be
dudes don't have
rusty.
courts, and you're not allowed to go anywhere. You're gonna lose your shot. Mark,
gonna
Shafe,
take-
you guys know. If you
It's
have like a week off, dude, it takes you a minute to get back.
Right.
That's true. I went back to play basketball like last week or something. It's been a while. My first day back, I was kind of rusty. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude.
It's
Definitely,
bad.
it's good and bad that whole break that they're gonna have because they're gonna be a lot well rested. Yes, but like you said, Jayden, dude's not touching basketballs for however long. Your shot's gonna be busted.
It's
I'm
literally just based
seeing
on what you do and what you don't do in your free time.
Exactly.
apparently before the regular season actually starts, they're also doing scrimmages against each other. They've got 3 scrimmages and then the 8 games. So they got even
Did
more.
you guys see the big complex that they have for like all the practice courts and everything?
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Dude, honestly, the picture, I thought it kind of looked like the wreck to me. Because all the courts right next to each other, and it was like it was really zoomed out. I like zoomed in and actually saw people. I was like, wait, is this the wreck? That's weird.
Apparently the draft is gonna be pretty much right after the finals.
Yeah.
A game 7 would end October 13th, and the draft is on October 16th.
Dude, it's got to be hard for scouts right now, dude.
Oh yeah.
The lottery is the 25th in August.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Which
when
is-
you'll figure out who gets, what pick.
Who's getting number one?
I mean,
Making the we'll make our
I'll tell you right
predictions
now,
here.
the Cavs need it, bro. But I don't
Warriors.
I
know
was
if
gonna
they'll get it.
say,
Yeah, it's with Warriors or Cavs. Probably.
I think the Warriors, they're like off of percentage, they're supposed to get the third. But obviously, it could change.
Warriors have been making some good picks, bro. Those late first round picks.
Yeah,
mid
but
second
the
round
thing
picks
is,
like
they've never
Jordan Poole.
had a high pick to mess up on. So
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't say never. It's just been a while because they've had a lot of success.
yeah,
Their last high
Mhm.
pick was what? Clay.
yeah, he
Something like
went
Probably,
that.
I think so. Yeah.
11.
I can't remember. I don't know. I don't think
Yeah, I
they've
think that was
been
I think
that
that was
bad since.
It's been a
then.
while. They've been
Yeah, I don't think they've
consistently
had
in the playoffs.
anyone. I don't think anyone's been picked higher than that by them. And
Because
since
Draymond
Steph,
wasn't Draymond a second round pick?
yeah, Draymond
He was
was a
like
second round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like what 35 or whatever.
Yeah, he was
Somewhere.
late.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough to see who's number one because there's no really like standout player like Zion
Yeah,
to see.
Everyone's saying LaMelo, but if the Warriors get that,
yeah. I was
pick,
gonna
they're not
say,
gonna take
depending
I would
on
think
what
that's not smart at all.
depending on what team gets number one, they all have different priorities. So
I would say if the Warriors get number one, they're probably taking someone like Obi Toppin out of Dayton.
dude, they need
Bro,
someone
Dayton,
to.
they were hard this year, bro.
I know Obi Toppin, Naismith Player of the Year.
Yeah.
The
Dude's a
Warriors just
beast,
need
bro.
someone. They just
Oh,
need
yeah.
a big man, bro. They have no one. They haven't had a big man.
They need
in a
an
long
actual
time.
center, not somebody
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's 6'9".
Well, they had Bogut there for a while, and he wasn't
Why'd they ever get rid of Jordan
too
Bell,
bad.
bro?
Well, I mean, Jordan Bell is like you just said. He's like 6'9", but I think he just got signed somewhere.
I did see that. He was on the Grizzlies and he just got bought out or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll be able to look here in a second. Yeah.
I think it was a contender too, if I remember. Yeah, they had Damian Jones. Damian Jones wasn't very big. They had Bogut, but Bogut was
He's
one
past his
wrong
prime.
landing away from
I
snapping
would
his
say
elbows
Bogut.
again.
Yeah, but Bogut wasn't terrible though. He was a decent filler.
Just old.
You know?
That's all.
But
Yeah,
Bogut's
that's
just
the
the
thing. Yeah,
noted
he's not. Yeah,
screen
he's not in
setter.
his prime. He was old, but
He's
he was the
just
best. He was the best center they had for how many years? I don't know, at this
one
point.
of the
Jayden-
best screen setters in the league.
Jayden, you said Jordan Bell signed to a contender. He signed to the Cavs. So
Oh,
actually,
Definitely
the
not a contender,
opposite. The complete opposite.
definitely not a contender.
I don't know. This restart is going to be pretty wild. I think it's pretty crazy that the NBA is pretty much what started people actually in the US taking COVID seriously. Like once
Basically,
they found out that Rudy Gobert had it, they started shutting down the games and everything went downhill from there. It was like that was the moment that everything started.
Rudy Gobert he handled that so poorly, touching
Oh
on
my
mics.
god.
Donovan Mitchell keeps saying like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna play basketball, dude." If his contract was up at the end of the year, I would not be surprised if he's like, "I'm not playing with that fool. I'm out."
Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
Or be telling like the general manager and shit just to get rid of him.
Nah, bro, you can't get rid of Rudy. That dude didn't he
I
win
don't know,
defensive
man.
player like last year,
I think he's a 2-time.
2-time, yeah.
dude? 7'2", fit. He could catch any lob because he could just reach up. Oh my god, that dude's a beast.
With his what, like 7'9" wingspan or something like that?
Yeah, man, that's
Crazy, yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
I couldn't imagine having that long arms and everything.
Bro, your arms are almost that long.
No, they're not. I think I
What's
have
your
like
wingspan?
like 6'8", 6'9".
You'd be like one of them them shooters on your My Career,
Oh yeah,
just
with
so you
the
get your
short
shooting
ass
stats
arms.
better. Just have the small arms like that.
Yeah.
What's
All right.
happening with the restart in Chicago?
No, I think that's just for like teams that aren't going to
Like the losers bracket,
going to
like type of
Florida.
thing.
Yeah,
Oh, did you see?
like it's
I
just
think
the
it was a Warriors player.
shitbox teams.
He said Cavs Warriors Part 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, if they actually do that, I mean, I guess they're
Like,
just
what
trying to do it for like
To
keeping
get
them
more games
going.
in.
Yeah, like I don't know.
what are they gonna be playing for?
Yeah, nothing. That's the
I
whole,
guess
like,
lottery. But I think teams that low are just gonna tank anyway.
well, no, I think it's set in stone that the lottery is going to be based off of their records before the season
restart.
stopped. So
That's what it should be.
they would literally just be playing to play basketball.
That's not necessarily a bad thing though. It just keeps them going.
Well, I mean, this is their off-season time if they're a team not in the playoffs, so they wouldn't be playing now
Plus, isn't it
anyways.
their choice to not play or not? So if they're
Yeah,
scared
true.
to not catch it, they can just say, "I'm not playing."
Or if they just realize
there
that
was-
it's pointless.
And there was something like hiring replacement players.
Yeah.
Like, who's a replacement player? Who,
I mean, like when the birth of like Alex Caruso, probably like the bench players that really don't get a bunch of playing time, or they're like G League guys.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
get like
G League,
Marcus
yeah.
Page, get all the UNC guys, get Kenny
Frank
Meeks back in the
Mason,
league.
G League MVP.
I think Frank Mason's still oh yeah, that's right.
He's on the herd.
He's still he's gonna be playing with the Bucks, but like the dudes that don't have a two-way contract, like that are strictly in the G League,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, just bring them up.
Bro, I saw Theo Pinson got released by the Nets and he got signed to the Knicks, bro. I wish he would have signed somewhere else, bro. You can never sign with the Knicks. Like, that is just that's a
That's like the
death wish for
curse.
your career.
Is James Dolan out yet?
No.
Gotta go.
It's bound to happen soon, man. I'm surprised it's went on this long. Okay. Well, I guess now we've kind of put the nail in the coffin on that topic. So, what we wanted to talk about now is the new Call of Duty update. I guess they're calling it Season 4 Reloaded.
Reloaded.
And I have so many mixed feelings on this update.
I feel you on that one.
I think that's almost everybody.
In terms of
played it enough,
Warzone,
so
in terms of Warzone, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, I mean, other people would say no because there hasn't been any major map changes yet. But, like, nerfing the Grout, even though people are still using it,
Well, it wasn't.
that was
even
the thing
big of a
that needed to
nerf.
happen. The 200 player games, which is big for just anyone. But in terms of multiplayer and competitive, this update is just all over the place. The nerf to the MP5 is just absolutely ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it did not need to get nerfed that bad.
Like it's been the best gun in the game for a while,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that far ahead.
No, not at all.
Like if they just toned down the damage range a little bit, so then they couldn't just beam M4s. Like that's what all the pros were complaining about, is the MP5 was just destroying M4s at range. But if you just tone down the damage range a little bit, you're fine. Like that's all you really needed to do. But they took down the damage range on the 9mm rounds and then completely gutted the 10mm rounds.
Well, they decreased the damage range for it in general, and then they decreased the damage range for the 10mm rounds. Then they put a slight recoil increase to the 10mm. Like they destroyed that whole conversion.
Yeah, and then they did for no stock. They completely destroyed that attachment.
Yeah, well, for a minute there, I didn't think it was gonna affect the collapsible stock, but I guess it did because it counted as a no stock.
Yeah, but I know
Did they do anything to the Uzi?
no,
I don't
the
think so.
Uzi has been the same.
No, they didn't touch it, bro.
The thing is, though,
They probably won't touch it.
That's gonna be the new competitive meta.
No, actually, in
MP5 is still.
at least in the league, they have GA'd conversion kits, and that was one of the big reasons why the Uzi was good. It's because you had the conversion ammo.
Mm-hmm.
So the Uzi is basically like pointless to use now. Especially a lot of people have still been using the MP5 and it's been fine. But I guess now people are using the AUG and it is just shredding, which is pretty crazy because the AUG is really good with the conversion kit with the assault rifle rounds, but you know they're not allowed to use it, and they're still just shredding with it. So it's nice to see another gun in the competitive meta, but for them to just destroy the MP5 like that, I think that was just a little too much.
Isn't that AUG gonna be like if they start using that? Like I know they already did. They start using it, but if they actually like use it in like an event, is that gonna be like the new flex kind of in a sense?
Well, the thing is, like, it would be the flex, but I've seen so many players that are like entry players, the most aggressive players on their team, and they're the ones using the AUG, which is so weird to me. But I don't know. Just adding a third weapon is nice, but the M4 is so good now, especially up close against an MP5. Like they completely reversed it. Like it was the MP5 was shredding the M4 at range, and now it's the M4 is shredding MP5 close.
That's insane.
It's just making it like the beginning of a game. Just everybody's gonna use M4 again.
Wasn't it already nerfed?
It's been nerfed a couple
like
times.
3 times, I think, or something.
But it hasn't been like destroyed.
As bad as this one?
Yeah, as bad as the MP5, it has never been like that.
So they just even it out. So, 3 nerfs equals 3 like easy ones.
Small nerfs equals one huge one. Dude.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, man. It's just so weird.
I really wish that they didn't GA conversion kits because I really would like to see the Uzi in a competitive.
Yeah, the Uzi's an interesting weapon just because of how slow it shoots.
They brought back the good playlist, so I'm good.
No, right? Yeah. Well, right when the update came out, I was just shoot the ship, which, I mean, obviously it's nice, but that kind of sucked. And then, bro, when they brought it back to separate shipment and separate shoot house, that's fire, bro. They got, like, they don't want to put those in so people play the other maps. Exactly. So they can basically say that, their work was for something. Because they know for a fact that if they don't have those maps in the rotation, no one's going to play them.
People aren't going to play the game, right?
So, I mean, them just trying to throw in their little DLC maps that they add in every season. It's just, I don't know, it's hell, man. It sucks when they add those in, because even if it's a remastered map, it never plays the same. They usually don't play very well. Scrapyard wasn't that bad, but
yeah, well, only
was
on
the only.
You had to play like Hardpoint or like maybe Domination.
Yeah.
If you play like TDM, it's not good.
Dude, Hardpoint and Dom.
If we're being honest.
Hardpoint and Dom on shipment are completely different than any other game mode. People want those ones because they're longer, and I swear, people literally join shipment and shoot house 24/7 just to get those modes. If they don't get it, they back out, keep trying. Because these dudes that play it, oh my god, it's completely different. Like the pace is just like on steroids compared to everything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I look forward to. For those ones because they last longer. But if I get TDM, I'll play it. I don't really
Oh, so
not
you're sweaty. Okay,
too
Mark, I
picky with
got
it. Oh, you knew that, bro.
you.
That's the way I have to play. I'm sorry, bro.
The worst,
I'm messing with you.
the worst modes on shipment are probably like grind.
No, I was gonna say grind is good with me because
Team Defender is the worst. They just added that in this update, and it's so
What the heck is
bad.
Team Defender?
So it's like I would say it's like capture the flag. It kind of is. There's a flag in the middle, and you pick it up, and if your team picks it up, you have to defend. The person's carrying the flag, and if you die, then you have to wait for like a 3 second or something, 3 to 5 second respawn,
No,
and
I
you
hate
spawn
the
back in.
delays.
Yeah, it's stupid. And then once that person with the flag dies, then the other team can pick it up, and then you have to try to kill them off of it. It's weird. I don't like it.
Just playing grind in the past is just literally the worst. It ends in like 20 seconds.
Well, they have the the flag set up on two different like head glitches. Well, the one head glitch on the barrels, but then they have the other one
Yeah.
by the dumpster. So even if you don't try to play the objective, you're kind of playing the objective anyway by accident.
Right.
So it ends a lot quicker.
Dude, I kind of hate. Let me rephrase. I don't like the call outs, like the girls like, oh, by the dumpster, by the cargo container. Bro, the whole map is cargo containers. Don't give me that call out.
yeah,
Don't give me
that's-
that. The whole map is made of cargo
I feel you on
containers.
that one. I feel you on that one.
And they keep the same like 4 call outs. So they'll have a random map like the superstore, and they'll just put a cargo container in the middle of it so they can say it's by the cargo container. It's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, it's so
Dude,
funny.
Atlas Superstore might
Alright.
be one of the worst maps I've ever played in my life.
Bro, the concept is amazing. A huge
That-
store with all the stuff in it.
Execution
Amazing,
though,
bro.
horrible.
Garbage. It's so bad.
You can say that about any map that they made.
That map's so big for no reason, bro. It's fucking huge.
Well, dude,
There's 0 point for having an outside part.
Hold on, real quick, Jayden. Can you turn your webcam off and then back on, real quick?
sorry, I look like I'm in a tin can.
You were frozen for a little bit.
I was like laggy.
Oh, my bad. Is that
Yeah,
better?
You've been
super
lagging like this
laggy.
whole time, but it got really bad for a second. So,
We thought Shafe's internet was bad. My bad.
but they added in this new sniper. I haven't used it yet. I haven't really gone
I haven't
for
either.
it.
Oh,
I think I've been
I
seeing
should
videos
go
about
I
it.
have it. I have it unlocked, but I haven't used it yet because I've been grinding, for Damascus and stuff. So
I've been watching
I got
videos
you.
about it, and dudes are getting like hit markers like point blank.
Oh yeah, it's broken. Apparently,
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't work.
shoot where
Where
your
you're shooting.
crosshair aims.
Right? Yeah, it aims like way
It's
left or way
busted.
right.
Yeah, it's
busted.
it's
Yeah.
fucked up right now.
And I heard
So in terms-
Warzone. Go ahead, Jay.
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay.
He said I was gonna try. That was silly.
All right.
God.
So
Just some
apparently in
gentlemen.
Warzone, gentlemen. So apparently in Warzone, it's not a one like shot headshot. Like if you shoot him in the head, like I think the HDR is right, Logan.
Oh yeah, every sniper
So
is.
okay, so I heard that it's not a one shot to the head. So that's broken in Warzone too. It's like it's broken all around. It's so weird.
Doesn't it
So in
have like
terms,
incendiary shots?
go ahead,
Hmm?
Shave.
I'm sorry, Jay.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
There you
I'm
go.
sorry. Doesn't
You
it have
gotta
like
run.
incendiary shots?
It has
Oh, I did
explosive
see that.
rounds, explosive
see
rounds,
that.
and thermite.
Thermite rounds. Yeah.
That's
So in
ridiculous.
terms of old Call of Duties, what sniper is it?
The Barrett.
Yeah, the Barrett. Cause it's a 50
So it's a
caliber.
So
Semi-auto.
you could spray that thing like
Yeah.
there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, pretty much. And there's a barrel that you can make the recoil control like really good, so you can just it doesn't like move.
So
Like, go
instead of
shoot
bringing
it.
back the intervention from Modern Warfare 2, bring back the Barrett, bro. Come on.
Mhm.
I
Intervention was
mean,
fire.
I don't know if
Intervention
they're
with the
just
blue
like
Titan
holding.
camo.
I don't know if they're just holding off on the intervention or if they're just not gonna put the intervention in. That would be a horrible decision by them
To not or to do it?
to not do it. Like, bro, imagine how many people would buy the little
Oh, yeah,
packs
dude.
with intervention variants in it. People would be all
They're
over
making
that
a
shit.
bag off of that.
I just think that's ridiculous that they haven't added that.
Some of the videos I've been seeing about the sniper though, it's just literally one of the slowest ADSs I've ever seen.
I thought
you
the
can-
other ones were slow. Is this one
you
even
can
worse?
Yeah,
you
you
can
can make
make
it really
fast,
bad.
but it's not like.
Oh,
You might as well just use
It,
the Car 98K, honestly, at this point.
it's very similar to the HDR, and the HDR was already the slowest ADS.
bring back like the L96. That thing was,
Well, that was
It
a
was
Treyarch
awesome.
game.
oh, bro. Next year,
The
bet.
L11 was in MW3. But if they're gonna bring back an MW3 sniper, they'd bring back the MSR.
Oh yeah,
I
MSR
think
with
the
with
reason
the
they
heartbeat sensor on
haven't
the side. That's the way to do it.
I think the reason they haven't brought back like a bolt action sniper is because they already have 2 of them. So they were just like, well, let's bring back a semi-auto that's still a one shot or a consistent one shot. Because the Dragunov's semi-auto, but that Dragunov's always busted, bro.
Yeah, it's not good,
Dude,
bro. After
Black
using
Ops
it,
1 Dragunov. It was so
That was the
bad.
most busted
Oh
Dragunov,
my
bro.
gosh, it sounded like you're, like I don't know, like you're hitting the doors. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
but anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about because this is a big thing in the update, the whole sniper class in general, mainly the Mark II and the car. But
No, all the buffs.
so for the car, bro, yeah, the increased ADS speed, the small decrease to hip spread, and the increased damage range for the car. That dude, I've seen more people using the car now after that update than I ever have before in this game. It's insane.
People are using it in Warzone
Are
consistently.
you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that, bro. That's
Is it one
nuts.
shot? Headshot? One shot headshot?
Every
I think so.
sniper and marksman rifle, I'm pretty sure, is a one-shot headshot.
Besides this new one that's garbage. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the one that
Oh,
doesn't
well,
work
it should be. I think it's just broken.
It just doesn't work.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. But the car,
That dude,
with the damage range
insane
increase,
now,
makes it
bro.
fire. Like,
It's so
that's
good.
what it needed.
Oh, definitely.
Like, people, a lot of people said that the car didn't need a buff. Dude,
Oh, that's
it
cap.
definitely needed it. Because
Yeah,
the
it was too
MK2 was the
weak.
popular marksman rifle just because how quick it is. So if you're making the
Mhm.
car faster and it is a lot more consistent, then it can actually compete. Because both of them
Yeah.
are still viable.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're only using one or the other.
It was
Oh, and
almost like once in a blue moon you'd see a car in a lobby. Now it's just like everywhere.
yeah, because that and the MK2 that did not need a buff. I'm sorry, they shouldn't have even touched that. The faster movement speed and increased damage range. Because the thing is, it was already fast before. But the fact that you made your movement faster with it and you increased the damage range that's
I think
ridiculous. I don't
the
understand why
damage
they did that.
that damage range buff
It
wasn't
was
like huge, but
Yeah, I guess
I'm
it
not
wasn't
sure if it
too
needed
big,
one.
but I don't think it because I don't know. I just feel like that the car definitely competes with the MK2, and I would probably use the car over the MK2,
I would say they
but
probably buffed the
they probably
MK2
evened it
like
out,
that.
honestly.
Yeah, they probably buffed the
Just to even
MK2
it,
just
yeah.
because of how much they were buffing the car.
Yeah, which in that case, it's
Makes sense.
it is what it is.
The thing that sucks though is on the actual snipers they didn't do any significant buffs.
The
The AX,
HCR guaranteed one hit to lower torso
that's
at any
ridiculous.
range. Like what?
That's in Warzone. That's insane. And
Dude,
for the
that's stupid.
snipers, it was straight Warzone buffs. Like, I think the AX50, didn't they just increase the damage range?
Yeah, that's what they. That's all
That's it. They're so useless in multiplayer.
Dude,
they did. It's bad.
you can't unless you're playing unless you're using the head glitch on Shoot House. That's literally it. You can't use it on
Dog.
shipment, on any of the small maps. Maybe maybe
No, I used it on
Piccadilly.
shipment. I used the snipers on shipment.
Dude,
Now it was
you're
a
moving in
doozy
slow
for
mo,
it was
bro.
doozy for a minute. I had to make them literally as quick as I could and just
Well, even when you
roll with
make
it.
those as quick as you can, they're still so slow. Like it's ridiculous how slow
yeah.
they are.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. They need to like this is what you say all the time, Logan, and I completely agree 100%. They need to increase the bolt speed because when your character shoots and when he pulls the bolt back, it is way too slow.
Oh yeah.
Like it takes like a whole like 2-3 seconds for him to
I
pull
don't
the
know
bolt
why they
back, and
can't
then
just
you
make
can
it.
shoot again.
I don't know why they can't just make it the same bolt speed as the car, because the car is actually pretty fast in terms of that.
Yeah.
But
If you do that, then they're gonna be a little more viable, you know.
They're launching it like a fucking launcher, bringing it all the way back over here.
yeah.
Dude, I swear to God.
I think that's just one just bad thing about the game is a lot of things are built around Warzone, and they were built around Warzone before Warzone was even released.
Yeah. I mean, it was before it was even announced. But again, people knew it was coming, but before it was even announced, I don't
Honestly,
know. I just don't
they
like
did a
that.
great job with everything. Like being set. I know the updates are massive in terms of gigabyte, and you got to free up storage. But like Warzone and then multiplayer, it's like two different games. I thought
Oh,
they
it
did a really
is.
good job.
I
thought they did a really good
the
job.
only thing is, I just feel so bad for the pros for the game because everything that they do in terms of updates is usually based off of Warzone now.
Not multiplayer.
And so since the guns are the same in Warzone and the base game, it just because the MP5 was what you would use with the Growl in Warzone. That was the meta. So then they nerfed the MP5, which they did the 10mm rounds, which was for competitive, but they also nerfed the 9mm rounds, which that was only because of Warzone, and I think that sucks so much for them.
Yeah, it should be like two different like ways it should operate, you know.
Yeah, I guess
'Cause
it's
I
just
hate.
because it's the same game. Like it's the same application.
Mhm.
If you have the paid version, so you can actually play multiplayer. It's the same application, so I guess like they gotta keep it all the same. I don't know if there would even be a way to make the guns
Probably
work
not.
separate.
Well,
But
when they buff or nerf stuff strictly for Warzone, I kind of get it because when I bought it on my Xbox, I bought it off the Microsoft Store, and it says Call of Duty and then in huge words Warzone, then underneath it Modern Warfare.
yeah,
So they're selling Warzone to you. They're not selling the whole game. They're
yeah.
selling
Well,
strictly Warzone.
the thing that's
That's the thing that
ridiculous to
like ticks
me
me off the most. Yeah.
is they're selling it as Warzone, but this is the first year that the Call of Duty has a franchise league. It was a $25 million buy-in for teams. There's 12 teams and they all had to pay $25 million to buy in.
Jeez.
And they're getting hit with this bullshit where it's all off of Warzone and the game just doesn't stay consistent for them. So I don't know. It's just such weird moves in terms of the competitive side for them to franchise, but then not care about the league at all and just focus on the general public.
Yeah, in
feel
a
like
way, I
that's
can understand that because Warzone, how popular it is.
Oh yeah, it
But at
makes
the same
sense, but
time, but at the same time, I want my 6v6 multiplayer to be actually fun, playable, enjoyable. But they don't. Multiplayer's. Let's be honest here. If it wasn't for Warzone, multiplayer would have been dead how long ago? I don't even.
oh yeah.
It would months ago. We probably would have been back playing World War II still or something. I swear, bro.
I think most franchises now are like having the problem where they can't stay consistent between all their game modes. Like 2K, this has always been a problem. They usually focus on like the My Career Park and stuff like that, rather than like they're my league or they dump all their resources into my team.
Yeah,
Madden
well,
is like Ultimate Team. They don't really look at the
at least in
franchise
terms
mode.
of those games, you can understand it because they have so many different game modes.
Right.
But Call of Duty only has 3.
And
They
it
got
just they
multiplayer,
can't stay
they got
consistent.
Warzone, and they got Spec Ops, which is the same as multiplayer. So
Spec Ops
technically,
is
they
so
got 2.
bad, dude.
No one cares about Spec Ops. They
Right,
keep trying to
gave
go
up on
different
Spec
that
Ops
routes
is
shit.
with Spec
terrible,
Ops.
bro.
If they
They might as well
just
do it.
made it the same as how it was in previous games, it would be fine. But
Dude, Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops.
bro, that shit was fire.
When you'd have to, it was just you and some other person, and there's like waves, and then the Juggernaut would drop down, bro.
Yeah, it's
That was
survival.
fun, man.
They have survival
yeah.
in Modern Warfare,
Dude,
but
Logan,
it's
you remember
not
you and I
completely
did the
the
Modern
same.
Warfare 2 Spec Ops, and we did the Burger Town one. We just kept doing that one over and over.
Oh
and over
yeah,
again. Dude, that was fun, man. I really enjoyed that.
but it's just nothing like those previous games. I don't know what
No.
direction they tried to go in with it, but it
They
was
tried to
not
sell it
the
like
greatest.
they try to sell it. The campaign continues in Spec Ops. Okay, cool. I enjoyed the campaign. I thought it was it was a good campaign. So I go in Spec Ops and I'm playing with 3 dudes I don't know, and I have to destroy radio boxes in front of the stadium. Like what? What am I doing that
Yeah.
for? That's not the campaign. It just shows like that one dude with the beard. It's like, oh, this guy's bad. Destroy these radio boxes. That's the campaign continued in Spec Ops. What? That makes no sense. I don't get it. You don't see this dude with the beard a single time, rather than at the end of the campaign and in all the cut shots for season 4 and everything.
Well, how many do any of you know how many days out season 5 is?
I think it's like around 30.
Hold on, I'm on the game right now. I'll try to log in, see.
All right.
Cause I think Shaffer's. I think it's like 30 or something like that.
Because I went on the other day, it was like 34.
Probably like 30. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do with the next update, especially like that. Season 5 is gonna be a huge update for Warzone because they're actually
Gotta change the map, right?
yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
they're changing the map, which that'll be huge. I don't even know what sort of multiplayer map they would add in.
Bro.
Is it always gonna be a remastered one?
I think there's always one remastered one.
Yeah, 30 days out.
So
Because the new map they added, like we were talking earlier, it's not bad, but nobody wants to learn a new map and learn new spawns.
well,
like-
the spawns in
Well,
this
you
game
can't
are
even learn the
fucking
spawns,
horrible.
bro.
Anyways.
You can't learn the
Yeah.
spawns.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
bad.
You're right.
It's just like
Can't
the
really talk about
circles in this
spawns.
game. They're literally the most wacky shit I've ever seen. Like in Fortnite and stuff, you can be able to like predict the circle, like off of like the first or second one. Literally, it bounces from like top left to bottom right to middle to right to left.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like you gotta have a prayer just to get to this or have a good spawn.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did see. The rumor is that it's High Rise is the next remaster
Dude,
map.
that would be kind of hype.
I just don't think it would play good at all.
Bro, none of the new maps that they added in, like they remade.
Well,
I mean, Hard Hat,
especially
Hard Hat
High
and
Rise,
Scrapyard
though.
don't play bad. Yeah, High Rise.
High Rise is a
bigger
big map. It's a bigger
Yeah,
map.
it's not like Hard Hat or.
The only reason
Scrapyard.
I think the only reason they bring back High Rise is if they brought back the intervention. Like it would have to be like there's no.
Yeah.
So why would you willingly want to play High Rise to snipe, right?
I mean, not on this game. I'll tell you that much. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
It's
If
an
you add
intervention or not.
if you add the intervention, yeah, but
The game's
Not
meta
with
is
these
just picking people
busted
off with an
snipers.
M4 across the map.
with the sniper scope, bro, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Go for the
Yeah,
long
with the
shot.
thermal. With the thermal on it.
I'm not as bad as Mark. I won't use the thermal.
Dude, I'm sorry. Everyone throws smokes. I have to. Like, dog, it's not even me throwing the smoke
Dude,
grenade.
Jaden's always dogging on Mark for Call of
I'm
Duty.
playing, bro. I'm playing, bro. Ever since that, what is it called? Shoot ball,
Speed-
screwball.
speed-
Shoot,
Speedball.
screwball. He just screwball. It's speedball.
Speedball.
He's-
He said screwball.
I don't-
What are you
Hey,
trying
look,
to
look,
fucking
there's your
do?
TikTok clip, bro.
Yeah,
There's your
there it
TikTok
is.
clip. Screwball.
Dude, ever since
Oh
that
my
that
God.
private match, I'm not messing with you, Mark. I'm not about it, bro.
Bro, I
Not
had,
about it.
dude, I had to just hit you with the meanest pro op I could fucking possibly cook out of the kitchen, dude.
Throw up, slide, cancel, back into a buddy hop.
Bro,
Dude, I
Jaden, you
was
were
bunny
low-key
hopping
frying
on
us,
Jaden,
though. Like, I was telling Jared the other day, you were frying us when we played that.
dude.
I don't know about frying, but I was trying to hold my ground. I was trying.
Shaffer holds his ground there, too. Shaffer fucking fries my shit. Can't even get near
It's
his
either I'm
ass.
getting absolutely plastered or I'm just
The only
fucking
times
going
that, like,
off.
me and Mark started shitting on anyone on there is because we just know the spawns, because we played it so much.
That's true.
That's why, yeah. That's why you guys were. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead. You're good. You're good.
The worst
This
is
dude's so salty, bro.
Dude, why were you jumping, bro? I don't get it. You didn't need to.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like I wanted to do that to try to piss you off, and plus
I'm just like
that,
looking around because I don't know where you guys are, where you're spawning. There's Mark just up and down, up and down. I'm literally walking, not even looking at you. You're jumping up and down.
dude, if you see the lobbies I get into, I have to play like that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go like quadruple negative.
you gotta
What's that
play like a
KD
sweaty
though?
nerve.
My KD's a 1
Some
point.
shit.
Well, it's an 08 right now because I had to use a riot shield, so I kind of tanked it a little bit. But
Oh, nice, dude. I'm in an 08 too, but I play in a lot worse lobbies than you.
dude, I wish I got your lobby.
Last night I was at a .94. I'll have to check when I get back on.
Yeah, I don't even fucking care about mine, bro. I've sniped too much. I was
I'll try to snipe.
awful
It's
at the
kinda hard to
beginning of the
use a
game.
sniper.
Yo, it sucks.
Dude, yeah, we were so. Dude, I was bad at least. I know I was terrible at this game. I still am, but
And then
I think
also,
I'm
like,
the
me and
worst out of
Mark
the
are
group.
grinding camos most of the time, so.
yeah.
I think it's fact that I'm one of the worst.
Ever? Like, of all time on
And
the planet?
I would
Yes.
definitely not.
No, I mean in our group. I mean in our group. I know I'm a lot better than the people on my friends list, but I'm just saying
Oh
our
my
group in
god,
general.
bro.
I'm
Bro,
one of the
Shafe,
worst.
Battlefield 1. we're all in N. We're all up, in the attic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that's my
And-
spot.
We'd always get killed, and usually you'd be like, sometimes you'd be the last person left. We're like, oh, we're dead. Shafe, pull out the whole squad wipe and get us back, dude. That
Dude, the
was
squad.
awesome.
No, it wasn't even that. I would just stay as the medic. I'd be being the medic. It's fucking reviving you guys 4 or 5 times.
Bro, Battlefield 1 was fire.
One of the
Did
best.
Alright.
Logan, did you ever play Battlefield 5?
Yeah, me and Jared played it for a while, but we were the only two that were ever on playing it, so we just got bored of it. Because the way they changed it from Battlefield 1 to 5 was they made it a lot more squad oriented. So like you gotta play as a squad.
Oh, so it's harder.
They give you
just
like
two of you
no
guys.
reserves ammo because they basically want people to play as supports to give ammo to the squad and everything. I don't know, it's so weird. And I think it's weird how they how each classes, like the guns work for each classes, because usually the medic, at least in Battlefield 1, had the semi-auto weapons. But now I think Assault has the semi-auto weapons and Medic has the automatic ones. Which is so weird to me. I don't know why they would change that of all things. But
Yeah.
I think one of the best memories I've had on Battlefield 5 is when we were playing the beta and we dropped like 2 V2 rockets in the same game.
dude, the V1 rockets,
V1, my bad.
that is like one of my favorite additions. Like that's something I liked about Battlefield 5.
just going and just
The
sitting
fact that
somewhere
you could
and just
get kill
watching.
streaks or score streaks as a squad, and one of them was a V1 rocket that you could literally see the rocket come down onto the ground. That shit was insane.
Just sitting there like camped out, watch this fucking rocket completely just shit on an area.
That's something
Insane.
that was actually a good addition, but everything else they just, I don't know, they went in a bad direction with it.
All right. Can we talk about one more thing from this update really quick for Call of Duty?
Yeah.
A nerd, bro.
Shut up. So this is another big thing. The gulag weapon.
I hate the gulag.
Oh yeah, I was about to say
changes,
that.
bro.
God.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring. Cause that was one that like that was like the last thing I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Shaffer, I don't know if you've seen it, but they added marksman rifles and sniper rifles, and then I
Good
think you bare
Lord.
fist, right, with a throwing knife,
Yeah.
I believe.
That's
And
awesome.
we we played a little bit last night, me, Logan and Jayden. And I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if it's just because I was going against some dudes that were absolutely terrible, but I don't mind having like a Car 98K in the gulag
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because that was, dude, that gun
Bro,
is
you're throwing a
nasty
fucking
iron sight.
HDR with no attachments
Yeah,
in
an
the gulag,
HDR,
bro.
I didn't
Like,
get
what the
that, but
fuck?
that sounds terrible.
I was pissed about having just like assault rifles in there. Like, what's
Yeah,
the
assault
point?
rifles sucked.
Yeah, it just
I
needs to
feel
be
like
straight pistols.
if you had like pistols and like bare hands, I feel like bare hands would be pretty fun.
I hate the gulag, bro.
Yeah, I suck at the gulag too, so
I
don't worry.
suck, man. I've
Bro,
only gotten
I don't
out
know.
once. Just once. That's it.
Ever since they added the ARs and stuff and the SMGs into the gulag, I've been absolutely tearing it up.
I was getting shit on at the start, but I don't know. I got a feel for how people play it. People play the gulag so weird. It's so inconsistent
Yeah.
with how people play it because some people just, sit in the back, or some people push the shit out of you, and you never
Yeah.
know what the fuck you're gonna get. All right. Well,
You gotta play it like weird.
is that all we needed to talk about? I think that's all I really had.
Yeah.
Just those two main topics, and I think we've beat them to death. So,
Yeah.
all
We
right.
go for
Well,
about an hour, right?
yep.
And one more
Hour
topic.
and 2 minutes.
Can we talk about one quick thing? I want to talk about the doc situation. The limited knowledge we have, but just to hear our thoughts about it.
What is it?
Dr.
Dr.
Disrespect,
Disrespect.
which is one of
The
the
doc.
biggest
doc.
Twitch streamers,
Dude, I saw that.
He
That was
got-
nuts.
apparently
Yep,
permanently
permanent
banned.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
wait,
it's
what
not
did he do though?
for that's
No one
what no
knows.
one knows.
No one knows.
And Twitch hasn't said anything about it. Twitch apparently
Maybe
hasn't
there's
told
talk.
him. Or at least that's what he says.
Like, was this guy like vulgar or anything when he was playing?
No.
I mean, he gets mad when he plays,
Yeah.
but it's
But
not like he's like
the thing
saying
that's
anything
the thing that's
terrible.
so weird about it is he just signed an exclusivity deal with Twitch, like a huge contract.
Yeah, wasn't it a massive deal?
Dude's getting
Yeah.
a bag.
So
That dude's so rich.
like for them to do that and then permaban him, like it has to be some serious shit. Like it's got to be something. And
I know
Yeah.
that Twitch was like cracking down on people that had like allegations and are like getting banned.
yeah,
And they were just handing them out
But-
left and right.
I
Well,
don't
you
know.
seen the clip of his last stream, like the last like however many
Yeah.
minutes or something.
It was
That
like
clip, that
what,
watching
like,
that
about
was
20 minutes?
so weird, because
Yeah,
like he looked
seems
down
like
at his phone, he
he's-
like seen like the text, and he was like, you could tell he was mad, like actually mad and confused and
Or
everything.
Yeah, he seemed like he knew he was gonna get banned or something was gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Like, like you were saying, like with the allegation thing. Like, if you know somebody has allegations against them, why would you sign them to a huge deal in the first place? Why wouldn't you like run a background check or like check them out
Yeah.
first instead of signing them? Be like, oh wait, I'm not going to sign you. Actually, I'm not going to pay you. I'm going to permanently ban you. I don't get that.
Well, that dude's been streamer of the year. How many times has he won that?
I have no idea, but
a couple times.
He's been the top streamer on Twitch for I don't even know how long, but
Wow.
Probably since Ninja left. Ninja left, right?
well, at least yeah.
Dude, wait, didn't Mixer just get bought out too?
By Facebook Gaming, yeah.
What the heck are
Well,
those dudes gonna do? He had a massive contract.
They
got paid.
got their
He
deals
got
bought
paid out. Yeah, 30
He
mil.
got it
I think,
straight
right?
Oh
straight
my
to his bank
God.
account. Straight to his bank account.
Bro,
It
they
was
were
either-
gonna pay, they were gonna pay him. They were gonna pay him double.
He was given an
Yeah.
option. He was either going to get his full contract that night, or he had the option to go to Facebook Gaming for double what his contract was, but he had to
That dude
finish
would have
out.
been making 60 mil, bro.
He didn't want to do Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, apparently he didn't.
Well, I mean,
so he took the
was probably
30 mil.
I say, didn't him and Shroud take the money?
Yeah, and Shroud got 10, I think.
10, yeah. That's still a bag, dude. That's insane.
I know that Ninja's numbers like completely declined because going to Mixer and everything, but if he probably went to Facebook Gaming, it would probably decline even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, either way, he's
gonna
gonna pull big numbers compared to the platform that he's on. But
regardless, yeah,
I could see him coming back to Twitch. It would make sense for him instead of going to YouTube. All right. Well,
the only big person I know on YouTube is probably like Wildcat.
Yeah. There's a few of them, but it seems like with YouTube, the numbers are like a lot larger.
Because everybody watches YouTube.
Because dude,
yeah.
subscriber power on YouTube is the biggest out of any social media. Like in terms of,
because it's free.
Like followers on Instagram does not have the same power as subscribers on YouTube. Like if you have 1,000 followers on Instagram, that's nothing compared to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, or 1,000 followers on Twitter. Like the power that all those have is completely different on all different platforms, and I think YouTube
Twitch is
has like the strongest.
I think Twitch is up there, probably, right?
Oh yeah, but
no, definitely.
Yeah, but YouTube's different because subscribers turns to views, and views can turn to monetization, which gives you money, and you can't monetize posts on Instagram unless you're Samurai and do like 50
unless you're
or
huge,
like a
you gotta be
Coca-Cola ad.
at a whole different.
You gotta
level.
get like millions.
Sponsors,
you gotta have multi-million, like millions of followers. But YouTube, like you were saying, if you only have like 1,000 subs and all 1,000 of those people watch your video and you monetize it, and you're not swearing or anything, you get paid for that.
Pretty good amount if you're not
and
swearing.
your videos could get put to recommended tabs, and
and you could hit like trending lists, and more people can
Exactly.
find you. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't be looking at the trending list half the time.
YouTube has a lot more power, but I think with Ninja, his whole brand was built on Twitch, so I think he would just have the most success on Twitch.
He's probably gonna get another bag. Probably signing with Twitch
Best believe that dude's getting a bag.
Well, that's if he decides to sign an exclusivity deal. Maybe he'll stay and
more
can
than
move
likely
freely.
better.
So if you sign a deal, do you like have to stream a certain amount of times a week?
Yeah,
like
you sign a contract for like a certain amount of hours in a month.
That makes sense though. Yeah, it's like a job. That's yeah. Okay.
And if you're paying someone $30 million, you're gonna want them to stream on your platform.
Exactly. And if you don't sign a deal, you can stream when you want and make like, okay, so wait, if you sign an exclusive deal, do people still like sub to you and donate to you and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Why wouldn't you sign an exclusive deal?
Yeah, you just can't move to another platform if you wanted to.
Dude, yeah, the difference between Twitch and Mixer or Facebook Gaming or whatever is night and day anyway, so why not?
Yeah. I mean, he took a chance to, going with Mixer, but it actually...
He was just chasing a bag.
To be honest, it turned out in his favor. Because
did it really?
From Mixer just going down, he just got that money straight up. He didn't even have to finish out the deal. So.
Is he doing only Fortnite still on Mixer?
No, he was playing Warzone and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And like probably Valorant.
That's what everyone's playing now is Warzone. That's kind of like the new Battle Royale, like the biggest one that people play.
Mm. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to end.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, this has been episode 2 of the Creative Shooters podcast. Again, creativeshooters.com is live. Jayden
Yes,
got
sir.
the
Oh,
that's
There it is.
that's the
OG
OG.
merch.
That's the
There it
OG.
is.
I got a
OG
shirt
merch,
on.
bro.
I got one of the new
OG.
shirts on. All that is live on creativeshooters.com. Description of this video, everyone's socials are linked. All Creative Shooters socials are linked. I think that's all I gotta say. So thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of the Creative Shooters podcast.